Okay, we got a special little project going on here. We're having to make a custom muffler, basically welded these tips on, that way we can do a dual split. I got a nice good clean weld on it, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Let me show you this Frankenstein nightmare under here. So this is what the guy did. This is what I'm working with. I'm going to have to hack this off somewhere along the way, run that up in there, heat it, bend it in place, and somehow get some good welds on there. I'll cut this. This is going to allow this to drop down. That way I can get access all the way around and get a good weld. The kid was getting that tickets from the police officers pulling him over because his car is too loud. It's just a really crap job, but we're gonna make something cool. I did some research and got enough back pressure on her where it's gonna quiet it down a little bit, but it's also not gonna lose the power that he wanted in the first place. It's not the perfect solution, but it's the most affordable solution for him, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I simply got a flux core welder. Problem is with a flux core that you don't have the gas to cool it down, so it splatters a little bit. I've never used this particular one. It's a 90 IM. It actually works pretty good. I was pretty surprised how I was able to penetrate without leaving a bird poop pattern. You're not going to be able to get a perfect weld out of this, but this is good for a little simple exhaust stuff. So I think I'm going to keep her around. I also have the attachment if I want to add the argon gas later on. I would just simply change out the tip and put this style tip on there. And that's pretty cool. It's a nice little home one. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I used to have the 180C. It took up a lot of space. I was doing a lot of welding around the time. I used to do metal fabrication at a sheet metal shop and my own little stuff. But this is simple. You know, I'm not going to do it very often, but pretty much I'm doing it to help out a cool kid that just don't know where to go or how to get it done. So I'm going to take care of it for him. Because I know I welded it evenly all the way around. But once I get it mounted up in there, I'll run a nice little bead of this around it to pretty it up a little bit. Because it's going to be even worse when I do it to the other stuff. It's going to be hard. But that's a totally custom piece. I bought the muffler separately and bought clips. It's going to work. The reason why I'm kind of pulling on it, it's less likely to come up in a bounce. Alright, as you can see, we got this up how we want. Let's see if this fits over the top. But lucky it's going to slide right over top. So probably what we're going to do, because you see that little gap right there, I'm probably going to tack weld it right over here. Then I'll heat this up and hammer this in. But I want to make sure I get up on it as much as I can. Let's see how it's going to sit. A little beauty queen. Go ahead and let that welder warm up. I gotta attach this ground back here. Get a nice good ground. A nice little bead right there. Nice little tack weld there. Now you don't want to heat this up cherry red. See that gap right there? I'm gonna heat it up cherry red and knock it into it closer. That's the sauce. We could probably work with that now. Right now we want to try to close that gap right there. So let's go ahead and put this right like that. So now what we want to do, I'm going to put a little spot weld right there. Whew. I have to
That way it don't keep moving back and forth. Gap is closed. That was done.
that beauty out. She's coming together. I always got cut that pipe back there, attach it into the back. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I went ahead and put a little seam sealer. It'll stop any kind of fast rust. I'm not too concerned right there. I did it in the back. About to fire this thing up here in a minute. See what it sounds like. Hopefully it sounds pretty good. Rear pipe's pretty centered for the most part. I couldn't get this one perfect because I thought I was losing my mind until I seen this little collision right here. I think it's gonna work pretty good. Okay, so I finished installing the muffler, got it all welded up, got the brackets in place. A bit of a miracle considering what I was working with. I do not claim to be an expert exhaust guy, but I'm pretty handy at figuring things out. I'm pretty happy with the outcome. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's a pretty good following on these Genesis. This is the Genesis Coupe 3.5 liter. I don't see these too often. If he had the right amount of money, I'd probably put a whole new bad to the bone exhaust system on it. He'd really love it. Alright, so we're testing this thing out. I know y'all didn't hear it before, but this thing was super loud. It's got a nice little tone to it now. I want to take it for a spin because I want to make sure it's got the power still. Oh, she sounds good. He's gonna be happy. He's still got that nice little throaty feeling to it. But it's not overwhelming. There's plenty of power still. Sure, I think it drives better. That'd be another happy customer.